People. You have to have more than one stream of income to survive. You would not survive with just one job. I promise you, life would be hard if you just got one job. Because what if you get fired? What if you get laid off? Or what if you just get flat out burnt out till you just couldn't continue to work? What if you get injured, sick, anything that caused you to lose your job, and that was your only stream of income? You're pretty much screwed. But with that being said, it's going to take a lot of work to get multiple streams of income. If it was easy, everybody be doing it. Everybody be out here with all these streams of income and doing well and just running around saying, hey, we all rich. We all rich. But we all know everybody's not rich because it's not easy. Me personally, I still got my 9-to-5 job. I can't say I make good money. I'm retired military. I got a regular 9-to-5 job as a network engineer. And I do Uber after work. And I do Uber on the side. I'm trying to make all the money I can right now to just invest and build wealth. Because guess what? Inflation is still up. Your paycheck is still the same as it's been the last 10 years. But the prices of everything is double. But your pay has not doubled. So that means you're theoretically losing money every year. You're getting more broke and more broke every day. You can't even go out to eat without spending $100 on 2 meals. You can't even buy a house right now because housing prices in double or tripled in some places. Interest rates at 7%. But your job pay is still the same. Everything is overpriced. You can't even get a house right now. And I know people think houses are an investment. A house is not an investment unless you buy it the right way. But if you can't buy a house right now because the prices are just too expensive and the interest rates are up, you're actually lucky you didn't buy a house in the past 2 years. Because you would have been paying double for a house. Your whole mortgage payment, 80% of that is going to be towards the interest rate. 7% interest. That's the majority of your mortgage payment is like interest. If you look at a mortgage statement and see the breakdown of what's being paid within your mortgage, you'll realize you're losing all this money on interest over the course of 30 years. So for instance, the reason a house is not an investment, because if you get a 30-year mortgage, over the life of that loan, including the interest, you're gonna pay double for that house by the time it's paid off. So if you bought a house for $200K, by the time it's paid off in 30 years, you would have paid around $400K for this house, because most of your mortgage payment was towards the interest and not the principal. So how was that house an investment? They make you think you got equity in the house, but no, you don't have equity in the house. You paid double for the house. You paid double for the house. So if you got a $200,000 house and paid it off, you don't have $200,000 in equity. You paid $400,000 for that house over the course of 30 years. But those are the numbers that people don't pay attention to when they say, oh, my house is an investment. The only type of house or real estate that's an investment is a multi-unit. A house that you can buy and make immediate return on your money. A duplex, live in one side, rent out the other side, let the other side pay your mortgage. That's an investment property because you're theoretically living for free now. You ain't paying no rent, no mortgage, because the other side is paying your mortgage. So you can go around and say, hey, I don't pay no mortgage for the house, the other side pay my mortgage. That's an investment property. That's an investment right there when you get a return on your money. But just buying a house, just to buy a house, it's not an investment. You just bought a house because you just want a house. Just tell people that. But don't try to justify buying a house saying it's an investment. Just tell them, hey, I'm buying a house because I want a house. I want a nice house for myself. That's why I bought it, because I wanted one. But don't try to sit here and justify your house being an investment. It is not. I'm not saying like don't go and buy a house, but just don't believe it's an investment. So with that being said, let's go out here and buy smartly, make smart decisions. With that being said, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'm out.